At Nemarian Capital, we bring you the latest stock news each day. Please like and subscribe so we can bring these articles to you each day. Thank you.
Today, January 13, 2023, can a short squeeze save the day for ARVL stock? ARVL is going through a short-term short squeeze on its way toward failure. ARVL stock is undergoing a short squeeze. Many short contracts expire in January, so this may not last long. The company itself looks doomed. ARVL, Nasdaq ARVL, stock, a failing British electric vehicle maker, is undergoing a short squeeze. The shares doubled in price on January 12 and rose by another 16% overnight. But this is still a penny stock, opening on January 13 at about 62 cents per share, a market capitalization of under $400 million. ARVL departing. ARVL is a British company that faces delisting and possible bankruptcy, as our Samuel O'Brien detailed in November. The company finally delivered its first electric van in late September but lacks the capital to put its plan for microfactories into action. Reporters in the United Kingdom say the dream of a new British electric car industry is over. When ARVL first came public in March 2021, through a special purpose acquisition company, it was valued at $13 billion and sold for $22 per share. This brought founder Dennis Furlov a paper fortune of $10.6 billion. He's not a billionaire anymore. But when failure is obvious, shorts flock in like vultures over a rabbit carcass. Fintel has estimated 21% of the stock was recently being held short. The number of shares being held short rose 12.5% in December. This has attracted small traders anxious to control the stock's float and squeeze the shorts, who are only borrowing stock in hopes its price will decline. Over on Stock Twits, traders seem more skeptical about the ARVL squeeze than about other targets like Blue Apron. Most of the short contracts expire in January, one trader noted, meaning the game will be over in February. As I have written, the entire electric vehicle stock market has broken down, even as sales continue to rise. ARVL is far from the only such stock selling for under $1 per share. So what happens now? The green shoots of a market rally have many small traders partying like it's 2021. Hopefully, they have learned that what goes up on a short squeeze can quickly fall. It would be a shame if more small investors' fortunes were hurt by the latest craze, but that's just what is going to happen. 5 investors betting big on ARVL stock. A short squeeze may be behind the price action of ARVL stock. Kinetic SARL is the largest shareholder of ARVL with a 402 million share stake. Other top shareholders include Millennium Management and 2 Sigma. Shares of ARVL stock are up by more than 270% year to date. What's going on with ARVL stock? Shares of the electric vehicle company closed higher by over 110% yesterday on no company-specific news. In fact, ARVL's last investor relations update was released on November 24, detailing the appointment of Peter Cuneo as interim CEO. The company's last Securities and Exchange Commission filing was related to an institutional investor lowering its stake by 2 million shares. Shares of ARVL stock are up by more than 15% today. Meanwhile, ARVL had a short interest as a percentage of float of 22.85% as of December 30. That's equivalent to 52.56 million shares shorted and is high enough to drive a short squeeze. The company's third quarter earnings may help to explain the high short interest. During third quarter, ARVL reported a net loss of $310.3 million, up from a loss of $30.6 million year over year. Revenue tallied in at $0. As of September 30, cash and cash equivalents totaled approximately $330 million. The company forecasted a cash balance of between $160 and $200 million for the end of the year. This cash is expected to fund the company until third quarter of this year. Furthermore, the company currently has a focus on the U.S. market, explaining, "Limited resources and the attractive opportunities of the U.S. market makes developing U.S. products the best use of capital, but this means revenues and margins will come later, not in 2023. 5 investors betting big on ARVL stock. Tracking institutional ownership is important, as these large investors provide liquidity and support for stocks. During third quarter, 8113F filers owned a position in Arrival, marking a decline of 10 filers compared to second quarter. Meanwhile, the institutional put-to-call ratio sits at 2.55, up from 0.97. That's equivalent to 9.02 million puts and 3.54 million calls, implying an extremely bearish options stance. With that in mind, let's take a look at the top shareholders of Arrival. 1. Kinetic SARL, 402.12 million shares. Kinetic reported selling 2 million shares in an amended Schedule 13D dated December 21. 2. Wellington Management Group, 26.45 million shares. Wellington sold 3.95 million shares during third quarter. 3. Millennium Management, 5.35 million shares. Millennium sold 170,389 shares during third quarter. 4. Two Sigma Investments, 3.39 million shares. Two Sigma sold 143,499 shares during third quarter. 5. BlackRock, 3.25 million shares. BlackRock purchased 233,354 shares during third quarter.
Thanks for watching Numerian Capital News. Please come back tomorrow for another stock news update. Thank you.